So it's a fantastic way to bookend his Project 2020 journey from stained glass to start to stained glass at the end. Gregory Siff is ending the set right where he started with the big question mark, and it's going to take a couple more months to really understand this Jackie Robinson. And even after completing 137 episodes of the Project 2020 show, there was an error on the show last night. Last night's Derek Jeter by Don C was Derek Jeter's final card. So apologies about that simple mistake on the video last night. But welcome to our very last Thursday night nightly update for Project 2020. This is episode number 138. My name is Chris, otherwise known on Twitter and Instagram is at CRT_sportscards. And my website, crtsportscards.com, is where you want to go for everything related to Project 2020 now and into the future. So before we get too far into tonight's show, I do want to cover a couple of housekeeping items so that everyone is aware of what is happening when it comes to the next couple of shows, and then a little bit of a change for the print run contest because I still have 5 remaining cards to give away. But from just a video perspective, a content perspective here, I'm going to do a video, of course, tonight all the way through next Wednesday, closing out the set. There will not be a video on Thursday or Friday, obviously Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'm going to take those days off. But then between that day and then January 1st, I will probably do just one episode recapping the last set of print runs that are not going to be available on the 24th or the 25th. So we've got about 6 episodes left of the actual series or season 2 of this show, and then I will start my artist video series after that in January. And then second thing here on the print run contest, on the Derek Jeter Jacob Rochester, another repeat winner, and this time it's a winner who's won for the 3rd time. William Arlew, fantastic job winning that Derek Jeter Jacob Rochester. That print run came in at 41.63 and William Arlew had 41.80, so just 17 off of that number. But it's also going to make me change the rules a little bit, and I hinted at this on the video from the other night. If you have won a card so far in the giveaway from the first 15, you cannot win any of the next 5. I want to spread the wealth and the love to as many people as I can, and so because I'm giving away 2 cards in tonight's episode and then 3 more between now and the end of the set, I just want to say I want to find 5 new winners. So looking forward to see who wins the Gregory Siff Jackie Robinson and then the next 5 cards. And speaking on that Jackie Robinson, when I look at it now a full day later, look, we know Gregory Siff is a master of abstract art, and maybe it was our fault immediately thinking Jackie Robinson should look like Jackie Robinson to be a Jackie Robinson card. So maybe that was our miss on our part when we saw that card, but I'm starting to like this card more and more. But what I really like in the moment right now are the print runs on the Tuesday cards. Speaking, of course, about that Jeter, an incredible number coming in over 4.1K. A very strong number for an artist that has not necessarily had the largest print runs in the set. So just a fantastic end to Jacob Rochester in Project 2020. Speaking then on Grotesque, his final card, that Mark McGuire, 1.7K. Not too much of a surprise. We know Grotesque has had one of the lowest print run averages in the set. And then on that JK5 Cal Ripken, another very, very strong number here, coming in just over 2.4, or actually just under 2.5, well over 2.4 in the 2.46 range. So a very, very strong performance, not only from JK5, but Jacob Rochester. But now getting a hold of the cards that released today on Thursday in Project 2020. And this is, in my opinion, a very special day because all 3 artists, this is their final card, and all 3 players, this is their final card. So 3 for 3, 6-way final ending in Project 2020. On the release schedule for today, we had Tyson Beck with his Don Mattingly. We had Fuji with his Willie Mays. And then third up, we have Joshuavedas with his Roberto Clemente. And unlike the Tuesday card pairing we just saw the print runs for, I don't know how well these are going to sell very well together. I don't know how many crossover fans there are from Vidas, Fuji, and Tyson Beck. There are three artists that are very, very different from each other. But taking a look first at that Joshuavedas by Roberto Clemente. And look, Joshuavedas is going to do Joshuavedas. This is his work, and I will say for the very, very last time, I really wish there was a black and white card that he released in Project 2020, but there's not going to be one, and for that, I'm eternally sad that there wasn't at least one, because that is what he does so phenomenally well. But on this card specifically, there is going to be that rainbow foil board chase. So where this card could normally print 1.6, 1.7, will this card see performance 2.2, 2.3? We are going to find out in the next couple of days, but it's also going to be one of my 2 giveaway cards today. So right now, make that print run guess for this Clemente, but also hold off because I have a second one upcoming here in a second. And then second up today is going to be Fuji with his Willie Mays. Not only closing out his set, but closing out the Willie Mays collection. When you take a look at this Willie Mays, just like Vidas, Fuji is going to be Fuji. When you look at the plain background, the no face, this card is true to form, and I think it's an excellent way to end his set. And I will say this around Fuji and his overall design in Project 2020. I've always been very intrigued around Fuji. His Ted Williams is one of my favorite Ted Williams cards. And then when he put out that Don Mattingly and people questioned why it looked basically unfinished, he said he put it out because he wanted to, and you have to give Fuji respect for taking that stance and putting out work that he believes in. So for me, at the end of the day, Fuji remains an intriguing artist, but not an artist that I'm collecting full time. And then releasing third today, also their last card in Project 2020, along with Don Mattingly's final card, we have Tyson Beck closing out his set. And Tyson Beck, for a vast majority of fans, is going to be a basketball artist. And I will say Tyson Beck did an excellent job releasing a non-baseball 5-card companion set that really hit the target audience for basketball collectors. Not so much for me as a baseball card collector, but Tyson Beck really, in my opinion, an artist who was already known by Topps and releasing his cards in like Topps Fire, really took full advantage of this set over the past 9 months and made his brand so incredibly strong. When you compare it to someone like Fuji, for example, who we to this day do not know who Fuji is, we all know in the basketball world and now in the baseball world who Tyson Beck is, and I have no doubt in the next 5 to 10 years, when you think of sports artists, Tyson Beck is going to be at the top of that list. So I'm very excited to be giving away this Don Mattingly as one of my free giveaway cards. So on top of the Roberto Clemente by Vidas, right now, put that comment below, guess the print run of the Tyson Beck Don Mattingly. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic Thursday evening, and I'll see you back tomorrow night for episode number 139 of the Project 2020 Nightly News.